What is going on, internet? Today I'm going to go over the tools that I carry on my person daily as a commercial and industrial electrician. If anyone knows me, they know that I'm extremely particular when it comes to my tools. So I'm going to go over what I have and why I like this item over other variants or other options. So let's get started. First up, this is arguably the most important tool for any electrician. It is a voltage tester, and this one in particular is by Fluke. It is the Fluke LV D2 volt light, and this is how it got its name. Is obviously it has a little flashlight on there. But how this works is you turn this on and this flashlight will pop on, and when you want to test equipment or wire or whatever you're testing, you put it near it, and it'll either glow blue for low voltage or red for higher voltage. You always need to carry a voltage tester to work safe, and this is what I have picked. It doesn't make a loud sound. I like that. It's quiet and subtle, and no one really knows what's going on when it comes to me working if I'm in a public space. So that is why I've chosen this Fluke here. The next tool is one that isn't very common for electricians to carry, and that is this pocket screwdriver here by Snap-on. As you can see, it's got a little pocket clip, which is super handy for me to just throw in any pocket while I'm at work. Why I like this is when I go into a job, sometimes when I walk in, I don't just carry around my tool bag. I just want to scope things out. And when it comes to scoping things out, sometimes you need to open things up like a box or a panel, and this can definitely get you by in a pinch if you parked your work truck or van far away from the job site. As you can see, mine here, it's been beaten up. I've used it pretty hard. I've used it as a pry bar, or I've used it as a makeshift screwdriver if I don't carry mine on site, and it has been super handy to carry around. So that is why I carry this little guy on my person daily. The next item I will show is my utility blade here. It is the Boker Kalashnikov, and why I like this is because it is of all metal construction, and it is also button actuated where I don't have to swing my blade or really use any kind of force. It just acts on its own when I depress this button as it's spring assist, as you can see. And the utility style blade that I like on this guy is this curved blade. It works phenomenal for stripping wire or cutting boxes or really any kind of cuts that I need to make on the job. I really enjoy using this curved blade over standard blades. To change the blades out, it's super easy and simple. I just depress this button and the blade will pop out here. And that is my utility blade. It does take two hands to close because it is spring assisted like I mentioned before, but it's super convenient to just be able to depress that button and have it actuate like that. So the next item I'm going to show, you can't see the brand on it anymore. I wrote as a joke Nipex because I am a Nipex fan, is this Sola pencil. The reason why I picked this over any other pencil like the Ox or the Pika pencil is particularly because this has a top that screws on instead of just holds on by friction or any kind of friction retention system like the other pencils. It doesn't just pop off while I'm working. It's got the little sharpener in that as well if I need to sharpen the lead of this guy. It is super convenient because if I'm working in a tight space or I need this guy to slim up, I can just pop off this end here, and this shaft can extend into tight spaces or smaller boxes if I'm running out of room. And it's pretty intuitive, but I'll just show on camera. You deploy the lead by popping that down. It acts like any other standard mechanical pencil. This one's just a bit more robust and thought out for laborious job or laborious work. The next marking device I have, again, the branding has rubbed off, is this Milwaukee Inksoft Sharpie. It is super convenient to be able to write on virtually any surface. I noticed that my Sharpie that I was using prior didn't mark on oily surfaces as well as this Inksoft Sharpie. Works super well if I need to mark things out in any weather condition, so that is super convenient. These are also relatively cheap. You can get them virtually anywhere. That is another thing that I carry on my person daily. The next item that I carry on my person, I get made fun of actually, and that is this pocket level or this belt clip level here. I just leave this on my belt and it stay secured throughout my workday. And it is super convenient to have because when I'm running conduit or if I'm putting things up and I want to make sure they're square and level, I just pop it out of the clip and I put it on there and I can see. And what's really cool about this solar level is in bright light, it actually has lume that'll charge up, and if I'm in a dark spot, then this little bubble will glow. Super legible, and it's also magnetic on this bottom surface here, and it's also magnetic on this surface here to where I can make sure things are level either on a flat surface or on a 90-degree or just going straight up and down. So that is another thing that I carry. And as much as I get made fun of, people ask to borrow this all the time. The last item I'm going to show here is another really important tool for all electricians, residential, commercial, or industrial, to carry on them or on their person daily, is this tape measure. I have chosen this Tajima 16-foot magnetic tape here. And the reason why I like this one over any other tape that I have tried out is because of this magnet down here. It is super convenient to be able to leave my tape on a magnetic or metal surface and be able to extend this out. Super nice when I'm measuring conduit, or if I have to measure metal rafters in a ceiling or anything of that sort. I can just magnetize this and open this guy up and I can read. It's also super nice because I've got legible numbers on this side to read, and it's also double-sided to where if I need to read it from the other side, it is also marked in the bottom as well. It's super nice in the fact that it is also magnetic on the end of the blade to where I can reach out and stick it onto anything metal. That just helps me work to measure things out, measure spaces. And how I keep this attached on my person, I know it looks kind of funky here, but is this special belt clip here. And to take it off, I just slide this out and the tape comes right off. And to put it back on, I just slide this piece back into this belt clip here and clicks into place. Super easy to use while it's on your person. And this is very convenient. It just stays clipped to your belt. As you can see, this is screwed in to where it is not coming off. Your belt will break before this does. And you unscrew it just like that, and this will go over your belt, and that's how it secures your tape. So that is what I carry daily on my person as a commercial and industrial electrician. If you have any questions or want to see any more of my other tools, because like I said before, I'm super particular on when it comes to what I carry daily. So subscribe, do all the things. Thanks, and have a blessed day.